Alright, another lens review. This is a 15 millimeter Laowa f4 lens, super wide angle lens. Here I'm going to show it off on the Pentax K-1. This has a cool macro feature, one-to-one macro on a super wide angle lens. Unique feature. Also has like a little tilt shift feature that I'm going to be going over as well. So there's some butterflies hanging out around here, so I figured I'd get some handheld macro shots and get some test shots right off the bat. Let's check them out. Alright, so there was just some handheld shots, some macro shots. I was trying to get some of these butterflies. Let's go over some of the features about this. This is a manual lens, so manual focus and also manual aperture. If you can see here on the lens here, the aperture is actually here on top where the focus would normally be. So I caught myself adjusting this a couple of times when I was trying to adjust focus. Also, the focus ring is a little tighter than I'd like, but it's not bad. It's still smooth. The aperture is also declicked. So, like if you do a lot of video, people like the declicked aperture. So, if you can see here, it's just smooth. It's not clicking. It's made of solid metal. Nice little lens. You can see there as I focus. You can see how far it goes out, extends out. Alright, I figured I'd come inside. It got a little too toasty out there. Sweating really bad. Alright, so here it is, a picture or a shot with the hood on. It comes with a hood. This is a $500 lens. You might be looking at another lens as well if you're looking at ultra wides, what to get. This is the Rokinon f2.8 14 millimeter. It's $350, so you kind of judge the differences between these two and decide what is best for you. I'll go over the differences, kind of a versus, and you kind of choose between that. So these are, I kind of like these because they're a lot cheaper getting that Pentax or Tamron made, whatever you want to call it, 15 millimeter to 30 millimeter f2.8. It's kind of similar to this one in the fact that that lens has this big bulbous glass at the front. So this one, you can't really put a screw-in filter on it. This one you can, which is another cool feature about this. You probably have, if you're a landscape photographer, you might have this is 77 millimeter filter thread, so you might have some of those filters already laying around. Yeah, so if you get like there's a filter system for these, but it's like a couple $100 or something like that, so just be aware of that. This hood on this Rokinon does not come off. So I'll show you some shot in a second where it comes in handy where you could take the hood off. But they're about the same size as you could see there. The construction, this one's a little bit better constructed, I would say. And even though they're both solid metal, it just feels a little bit, the focus ring is a little bit smoother and such. Right here, the aperture on the Rokinon, it does have the A, so you can do automatic aperture, so you could adjust your aperture right there on the camera. But the main difference, you're asking, well, why did I get this if I already had that? Well, I wanted to try it out because that one-to-one macro feature that you saw is really cool. If you're a landscape photographer, maybe you might come across this yourself. You're out there shooting something, maybe a big field of flowers, and you want to get something in the foreground. Something's missing from your shot, so you want to get a flower or something in the foreground. But it's the flower. When you use a lens like this, everything with the ultra wide angle gets really small, super quick. So the closest focusing distance on this one, I believe, is about a foot. And this one you can get right up next to the lens. So closer you can get, the bigger that little small flower will be in the frame. I've got a kind of a sample of that right here. I shot this little transformer dude. My friend let me borrow this. He has his own little channel. This guy's name is Blackjack. You might want to check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. The Man from Toon. He does a lot of Transformers, kind of live action. You can see them all go together and stuff. So check out his channel. It's really cool. But you can see here at the dam, I put the transformer as close as I could to the closest focusing distance on both of these lenses, so you could just see the difference on how much closer you could get stuff with this Pentax, this Laowa. You get stuff a lot quicker or closer to the camera. So, and also when I was mentioning the, if you notice there, the lens hood was in the shot on the Rokinon. I was able to take it off here on the Laowa, but this with the sun behind me, it just kind of entered in the picture since you can't take it off. So there are some times when you kind of need to take off your lens hood. All right, so I'm going to go out in the yard and mess around with this this feature. Let me show it off real quick. I was going to put this on there so you can see what it looks like versus. But as I was mentioning before, it has this. There's the back of it. Front. It has this. Let's see if I can get this tilt shift function. So you press down on this, and let me see if I can remember how to do this. And this moves just like I hadn't used any tilt shift lenses. So you see, you press this in. There it is. You press this in, and then you can scoot it one way or another, and it will lock in there. So I'm going to take this outside, and we're going to test that right now and see what it does. Let's take a look, and I'll get some other images after that. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. I've got plenty of other Pentax videos, more than anybody else on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for watching.